Antics. Oh, Monty Python. Who doesn't love Monty Python? If you've seen it and you like comedy, missing out. If you ain't seen it and you like comedies, then you're missing out. If you haven't seen it and like comedies, then you're missing out. If you go open and start it too, you will find it all a meaning too. Monty Python, who doesn't do? Let's see the obscureness of what can do. Do. And first we had Monty Python, and now for something completely different. And then you have Monty Python and the Holy Grail. You had Monty Python's Life of Brian, and Monty Python's Meaning of Life, and then there was a video game series based off his animations. Rock of Ages 3, who doesn't love Monty Python? Who doesn't love a guarantee? The sequel to Monty Python, now the Holy Grail to be. Who doesn't love Monty Python? Watching it at midnight time. Who doesn't love it today? Who doesn't love the meaning of life or Life of Brian? Who doesn't love Holy Grail? And now for something completely different. Who doesn't love it all on Rock of Ages 3? You open it all up as a guarantee. We've already started this pentology with Rock of Ages 3. I'm the Holy Grail of my collection. Done these already. Now let's do these threes. We're in a series of the Monty Pythons. The Pythons of life. Talking of life, let's talk about Brian's. Just not the inappropriate bits. This film, not as good as the first one. Or the second film I made, technically. Or the first? Not sure. Also, I have to make a video on the TV show eventually, but that's very expensive to buy. It's awkward on DVD. Yeah, it doesn't matter. But Life of Brian. This film is like if you made Monty Python plus the budget. And yeah, and if it's got a budget, you'd think it'd be better, but it's not. It's what made the first film so great. The charm of the no budget film with like a budget of like maybe 20k maximum in the 70s, and that's what made it the best film ever in my opinion. But there's always some very funny moments. I mean, what is he doing with his face? What I'm gonna say, Life of Brian is not as good, but it's certainly silly. If you like high budget films, I'd say probably watch this over the Holy Grail. But if you like low budget films, definitely watch it. The Holy Grail. If you like high budget films, watch Life of Brian. But there are some very funny moments. Like when he's not the Messiah. He's just a very naughty boy, you know? Or when he's like, very funny film, but you know what I'm gonna say. It is. Why did they make this film? It was such a risky move. The first one was also very risky, but manageable, considering it was based off something that happened hundreds and hundreds of years ago, and everyone agrees. It was kind of silly. It's not something that happens today. Life of Brian, they were doing a parody of Jesus, which I'm all up for. But if you're not, it makes sense why. If you're a Christian or a religious person in general, I'd say don't watch it. If you're not one though, go ahead. The reason why I'm all up for this, I'm sorry to any I'm sorry to any religious people who are watching. What I'm gonna say is, if you're not religious, this film is very funny, but I commend them actually going this far to being a parody. Literally, they're doing parodies of stuff that already parody things in the most funniest way possible. The comedy skits they did were like parody of SNL, Saturday Night Live, or something like The Muppet Show, which like SNL, which happened, and The Muppet Show started right after the first film, 1976. So it's like a parody of comedy skit shows. Same with what seems to be like the meaning of life. Now for something completely different. The Holy Grail was a parody of Great Britain. And Rock of Ages 3, it's a parody of like Earth. Face down Caesar, a flying spaghetti monster, and more across 60 campaign levels in this madcap mix of tower defense and arcade racing action. But this game is very funny. But let's go back to the question of the life of Brian. Why did they go for a parody of Christianity when it was something that was still happening now? For the percentage of Earth that isn't religious, this film be hilarious for them, but it'd be like depressing / sad and stuff for people who aren't. So it's weird that they crossed that line considering comedy group. And I know it sounds odd, but it was even banned in this country for a good while after it was released because people didn't like how Jesus was portrayed. What? You don't even see Jesus in it. You hear his voice. But not like his voice or something? I don't know. And these films go 5 stars, to be fair. I mean, read the back. That picture, well, might be... I promise it is definitely positively the very last and ultimate edition remastered for Blu-ray. High definition standard with pictures so sound clear that as King Arthur and his knights search for a holy grail, you can experience every severed limb, kill a rabbit, coconut, and shrubbery. Shrubbery is never before. What kind of shrubbery, you mean? What kind of shrubbery? A nice one? Not too expensive? Well, I wonder who'd want that. I don't know, but it wouldn't be the Messiah. He's not the Messiah. He's a very naughty boy. I would like to say me. I would like to say boom. And he says, as to the knights that up until recently said me. What is this? These films? They're complete codswallop. Codswallop, cotton candy, walloping, wombidoo lickalabadoo, food. But there's not much more for me to say without getting into the inappropriate bits, so I'm not going to. But it's a funny film. Go watch it. But first watch The Holy Grail. As they're going off to Camelot with the Messiah. And the knights are saying with a shrubbery. A nice one. Not too expensive. What if you got me an expensive one? That'd be no good. Because I can't afford it. Yeah, sacrifice the shrubbery. You mean give me one. And there you go with a teaser for the next video. Now, it's something completely different. Dancing on the horseback with a lady dancing, on an apricot with a Nerf gun shooting a teddy bear, and that licked a blanket of a copy of 007 Quantum of Solace, as with Gary from SpongeBob, sitting next to a Joker with a missing limb, and a Bowser toy while you're playing Cut the Rope Triple Treat on the 3DS. Or we could just watch a different kind of film, comedy. Nice comedy. Not too expensive. Comedy. Not too expensive. Nice comedy. Not too expensive. Nice comedy. Not too expensive. Comedy. Not too expensive. Comedy. Not too expensive.